So I'm following something that my wife did at World in Conversation with their team, because we do a lot of international dialogues. And one thing that we do is we try to have international students engage with domestic American students and just talk about things, right? Invariably, what happens is we start talking about the nation, the fact that, tell us all about Liberia, right? Or tell us all about Peru, or tell us all about Lebanon or Guatemala. And that we miss out on really the things that build these interesting connections for interesting conversations, okay? So what do your parents do for work?
My dad's a professor. He works at Drexel, and my mom's a nurse. She works at Lincoln.
My parents would run businesses in Peru.
What kind of business?
They own restaurants.
Restaurants? And where in Lima, or?
Yeah, in Lima.
What kind of restaurants?
Chinese Peruvian.
Chinese Peruvian?
Yeah.
Like chifa?
Yes.
Yeah. And how is it?
Pretty good.
Did you work in the restaurants?
I had to growing up.
What'd you do?
I did pretty much everything. By the time I was probably junior, senior in high school, I was already managing it, helping them to run it, because I was able to speak Spanish and Cantonese, so pretty much I was translating back and forth and solving a lot of problems, not only with employees and clients, but also with suppliers.
So do your parents speak Spanish well, or?
Well, basic Spanish, but there were a lot of things that it was easier for me to handle it, especially when they were really technical, really advanced Spanish that basically you cannot learn just by talking to regular people.
My dad's a general manager at a Nigerian company in Nigeria.
In Nigeria? Where in Nigeria?
In Lagos.
My dad owns a flour mill, so they make flour for bread. And my mom, she's a homemaker.
A homemaker.
Yeah.
So what's your mom do?
So it's 5 of us, so she takes care of all of us, and my brothers have daughters, so she takes care of them too.
And does you have people, I assume you have empleadas?
Yeah, one.
One? When I'm talking to people from other cultures and other places, I have so many questions that I want to ask them about their lives based on how I live my life, and based on this idea that I have this sense that we're all really connected in these invisible ways that we don't really see. Because, for example, I see you, okay, your ancestry, you're from Lebanon, but you're living in Nigeria as this, Middle Eastern guy. Are you Christian or Muslim? Muslim? Okay. And so then the natural inclination is to just imagine I have nothing in common with you, but once you start talking, things start to open up in different ways. And one of the pieces of this class that you're going to get as we go through the semester is find all these sort of invisible ways in which we connect with one another, because that's the thing that opens our minds to understanding people of different backgrounds and people with different experiences, right? So, for example, the guy who's Mexican, we're going to have a really interesting conversation about immigration at some point, and you're going to get to have the opportunity to be thinking about immigration in some new ways. So for you, so many immigrants right now are sort of on the border with Mexico or from Guatemala and Honduras, right? So when I hear that you're from Guatemala, I start to think that, how is that connected, and so on. So let me ask another. I'm just going to go with you. What do you do for fun?
Here in Penn State,
here at Penn State.
I do yoga and reading a bit.
Yoga and reading?
Yeah.
What do you do back home?
I guess just hang out with my family and friends. My friends are the ones I went to school with. I went to a school that was K to 12, so they're close to me since I was a kid. So that's, I think, the connection.
I hang out with my friends a lot. Some of them are sitting all the way in the back. They're waving right now. Lauren is included over there. Hi, Lauren. And then
What do you do when you hang out?
we watch movies. We go out and eat. We really like watching shows together. Most of them they don't work out, but I do.
Yeah. All right. Hold the mic really close.
Oh,
buddy.
sorry. Yeah.
What do you do back home for fun?
So same as what's your name? Sorry.
Paulina.
Pauline, I went through a school that went from K to 12 as well. And so like a lot of my friends, we were really close since we were kids. And usually when we're back at home, we just drive to other places like outside Lima and we do a lot of hiking, that sorts of things.
Uh-huh.
Here and there, we'll probably like go out to a restaurant and eat. But it's
Wait,
like,
what will you do? Go out to eat?
Yeah, go out to
Hold the
eat.
mic really close.
But like she's really busy, and then like I'm only home for a break, so it's just like we don't really hang out like that.
Uh-huh. Who do you hang out with?
My friends.
Yeah, what do you do?
We'll probably go out or just like hang out, watch Netflix,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you do up here?
Well, I'm on a step team. I'm in a lot of
Step
different
team? Okay, what's a step team? Or tell the class what a step team is.
Okay, so step is basically like a form of dancing, and it's really prevalent in African American culture.
Are there any members of your step team here in class? Could you demonstrate it for us? Come on, man, you could take your jacket off. You got the shoes
I
on?
don't. Maybe next class.
What do you wish you could do better?
Make money faster. I don't know.
Spend his money slower?
I mean,
What do you think makes it, what are you thinking about? What makes it difficult to answer this question?
it's not difficult. It's just like I can't think of something. Like there's one thing maybe because I want to give back to him because he's like paying everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to make money faster just to,
Oh, so you actually yourself, you feel like you owe something to, you want to
yeah.
pay your father and your mother, your parents back?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. If you weren't in school, if you weren't here, where's the place if someone just said, hey, we're cutting you loose for 3 months, where's the place you'd really, really want to be?
I don't know. I think I'll probably try to go to Europe and explore more. I was there over the summer, and I felt like 15 days was not enough, so probably go over there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been to different places when I was this past summer, so, just
Yeah.
want to learn more.
I would go to an island,
An
probably
island?
like a Caribbean country, like
Yeah.
Jamaica or
What would you
Trinidad.
do?
I would probably just relax, go to the beach, smoke.
Just hang out on the beach?
Yeah.
One of the things for me that gets in the way of relationships that I have with people is because over the course of my life, I spend so much time sociologizing and learning about different groups, different people, and different experiences, and making connections with those experiences, and learning about different cultures and just different ways in which people are. And sometimes when I meet somebody, it can get in the way of me immediately just seeing them for who they are, right? Just exactly as the individuals they are. Because I'm immediately going to the sociology, and then I start making the groups up and imagining what it is and how it is. Oh, you must be like this. And then it starts to shape all of my questions that I have with them, my assumptions that I have about certain people and about things based on that. And I realize that I'm not alone in that, right? That we're all doing it to differing degrees. And so there's a way in which what we've done right here just is this very simple way of saying, hey, wait, get away from immediately starting with what we imagine to be true. And imagine starting with, we don't know anything. That we're really not speaking to the culture, we're not speaking to the nationality, we're not talking to whether you do or don't have a Liberian passport. We're not talking about how well you speak or don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese or Spanish or whatever, right? But we're actually going to just break that down and start seeing the individual as the person. So we're going to go back, bro, to what you said about like people just are making random decisions and random choices. And it's like, well, we're not, and yet we are sometimes, right? And so it's really all I'm doing right here in this very simple way is just demonstrating the kinds of ways that we could ask questions to get beyond what we imagine to be sometimes or what really are the obstacles that get in the way. And not just me as the sociologist, but in some ways all of us. Oh, you're international. Oh, so therefore what?